Hey everyone, Caffeine Man here, and today we're going to be going over some Energy Bytes. What exactly are Energy Bytes? It's coming right up. Hello again everyone, thank you so much for joining me today where I go over everyday energy for everyday people on my channel. It is primarily energy drink reviews, but occasionally I'll do a caffeine safety video as well as a caffeinated product, such as the product that I have for you guys today. And I post videos every Tuesday night and one on the weekends. Got a big shout out and thank you to Energy Bytes for sending me this product in exchange for an honest review. I really do appreciate it. Let's jump right into this. As you guys know, as self-titled Caffeine Man, I did not want to be known as Energy Drink Man. Therefore, I do more than just energy drink reviews. I enjoy doing caffeinated products, and I also like to do caffeine safety videos for you guys because drinking energy drinks and eating caffeinated products is great, but you gotta know what your limits are. And being someone who does enjoy caffeine, I do try to keep myself within my safe limits, and I do like to have control over my caffeine, and caffeinated products are a great way to moderate your caffeine. And there's not a lot of people out there that are like that. Maybe you might be. Leave me a comment down below if you're someone who does keep track of your caffeine, but there are so many people in the world, they probably don't even watch my channel. Well, actually, I know they don't watch my channel, but they're out there and they're drinking their Starbucks and they're drinking their large Dunkin' iced coffees at 390 milligrams a pop. Sometimes these people have 2 of those drinks a day. There are some people that I know that like coffee so much, they'll drink a pot of coffee a day, not knowing that each and every cup has about 100 milligrams of caffeine, and they might drink 8 cups a day. And with all these people drinking 800 milligrams of caffeine, they give you the stink eye when you have an energy drink in your hand, not having a clue about how much caffeine they intake. So I definitely like to try and stay under the 400 mark. According to the Mayo Clinic, you really shouldn't have more than 400 milligrams of caffeine a day. And I do tend to cycle my caffeine. So some days I might have 200, some days I might go over the 400, and then I'll back it down to 300 the next day. And in order to do that, as you guys know, there's a lot of low stim energy drinks. There's a lot of high stim energy drinks, but I personally have a mix of different drinks throughout the day. I do definitely drink a lot of water, want to stay hydrated, but I also drink tea and usually have 1 to 2 energy drinks a day, 2 if it's a low stim and a medium, 1 if it's just a regular one, and I will supplement with caffeinated products from time to time, whether it be gum, mints, or some kind of bite or gummy candy. And that's what we're looking at today. Energy Bytes is a gummy candy, and it comes in 3 different flavors. They have atomic apple, wild berry, and the one I have for you today is the wild strawberry. That is their newest release, but they do also have variety packs on their website in case you want to try them all. Each one of these gummies have 40 milligrams of caffeine. That way you can moderate your caffeine appropriately. And each one of these gummies have other things besides caffeine, and most commonly with most energy products, you have your B vitamins in there. So they do have B3, B6, and B12, but they're also tossing in some other vitamins in there like vitamin A and vitamin D. To add to that gummy flavor that they have, they also used just a tiny bit of sugar in there because you are getting 15 calories. Therefore, you're approximately getting about 4 grams of sugar. And now that you guys know what is in this product, let's go ahead. Let's taste it out. If you guys do want to find out a little bit more about me as well as save money on energy drinks, you can check out caffeineman1.com to find out all that information. I even have a newsletter that you can sign up for, which comes out once a week, and it goes over what I went over last week and what will be coming up next week. So be sure to check out caffeineman1.com. And here's the box. And each and every box comes with 15 gummies in it. Let's take a look at what we got in here. I get a nice bag of them right here. And let me open one up because they definitely look like they remind me of gummy drops, your classic gummy drop. Here we go. You got that classic gummy drop. It's got the little rounded top to it. A little bit of sugar sprinkled around it to give it some texture and some sweetness. Let's go ahead. Let's taste it out. I'm going to bite it in half so you guys can see the consistency on the inside as well. Definitely not too chewy. Sometimes they can be really dense. This is much softer. And let me show it to you. If you can see that, but it almost reminds me of sort of a much more of like a jelly consistency, but just a little bit more solid than jelly, but not your typical gummy bear or gummy worm texture. Not that hard. Let's keep going with that other 20 milligrams that's left over. All right, I definitely like it. I like that you're getting a different texture in there. I like the smoothness of it. But then you do get a little bit of that crunchiness as well from the sugar that's in there. And it's a really nice mix of textures. For your flavor, I think you're getting a nice solid burst of wild strawberry flavor. And for the strength of the flavor, I would say you're on the low end of high. I think they're giving you a decent amount of that strawberry flavor. Could they give you a little bit more? They might be able to give you a little bit more flavor in there. But I think that the low end of high is still a nice solid flavor, because I have had other gummies which aren't as strong. This is probably one of the stronger flavored gummies that I've had. And as I am talking, there is a bit of aftertaste, and for that aftertaste you're still getting some of that strawberry aftertaste. But even before the aftertaste came in, right on the back end of getting all that strawberry flavor while I was chewing and getting ready to swallow, you do get a touch of bitterness. It is usually something that you always try to be cognizant when you're actually having a caffeinated product, whether the company's going to be able to cover up that bitter taste from caffeine, or if it's just going to be so bitter that you're going to pass on it. And usually when I talk about the bitterness, I will put it on a scale of 1 to 5. And I know that some of the other caffeinated products I had were in that 2 to 3 range. I think there was even one that was 4, and they had said that they do want them to be a touch bitter because they didn't want kids getting them, eating them like candy, so that bitterness would get them to stray away from it. But in general, I don't think people like bitterness either. There are some people like their bitter coffee, so I definitely do talk about the bitterness of it, and I think that the bitterness is definitely minimum. So if you don't mind a hint of bitterness from it, similar to the bitterness that you would get from a medium roast coffee with a decent amount of cream and sugar to help cover up that bitter flavor, I would say you're probably on a 1.5 for the bitterness in there, which isn't much at all, but it is something most people will be able to notice. But I don't think it detracts from the flavor. I do think you're getting a solid wild strawberry sweet flavor up front that lingers on for the aftertaste, mixed in with a touch of bitterness. Overall, I think it is a very solid gummy, and definitely recommend it as something to try out if you guys are interested in caffeinated products. It is good to point out that this company is located in the UK, so if you're looking to order them from the UK, the shipping might be a touch high because it's shipping from so far away. I did a fake order just to see what the shipping cost would be, and for me, it ended up being $10. I'm not sure if it ships anywhere else in the US, if it'll be more or less, but at least it's cheaper than most of the prices you guys pay for shipping on energy drinks, so that's a plus for you. And they did mention that they are trying to be in the US more, and I don't know if that meant they were shipping to the US or if they're trying to open a facility in the US to help reduce those shipping charges, because this is a fairly light product. It'd be very easy to ship if it was in the US already. But be sure to check out their website, energybytes.co, because it's in the UK, and check out the products for yourself, see if you think it might be something that's right for you. Thank you again to Energy Bytes for sending me these products. I really do appreciate it. If you're someone who is interested in caffeinated products, I do actually have a playlist that goes over all the caffeinated products that I've reviewed. And if you're interested in one of my favorite caffeinated products, you can check out that video right there. It is a slightly older video, but it's still an entertaining video to watch. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. And until next time, have yourselves a great day. Or night.